All right, go ahead and wave.
Parents are like God because you want to know they're out there and you want them to think well of you, but you only really call them when you need something. This thank you speech is dedicated to my parents who have continued to show support through my long 22 years. I'm sure most of us all appreciate our parents, but it takes quite the dynamic duo to raise such a stubborn, clumsy, and foolish specimen like myself. And it isn't only me either they had to worry about. They had to take care of two other boys. There are many things that I like to thank my parents for because of the impact they made on my life. In this thank you speech, I'm going to get into the details of how this couple came to be, the things I'm thankful for most about growing up with them, and the life lessons my parents have taught me. Before I start bragging about my parents, I want to give them a very brief introduction of themselves. My mom's name is Rhonda, and she grew up in the same town as me, and then later moved to Turner, where she graduated high school there and was a three-sport athlete. My dad's name is Jay, and he grew up in Springfield, Missouri, then later moved to Shawnee. My dad loved working on cars growing up and has been running his own t-shirt printing business for the last 20 years from the ground up. My parents both attended Washburn University in Topeka, where they met at a fraternity function, and they have been together ever since. They have been happily married for the last 27 years. There are so many things growing up that I am thankful for because of my parents. Growing up, my family would decide one new place to go every single year, whether it was on the beaches in San Diego, Gulf Shores, or Padre, or more inland like Minneapolis, Oklahoma City, or Hot Springs. We always made the most out of our trips together. Most of this because of my mom's planning skills and my dad's speedy driving on the highway. Another reason that I'm thankful for my parents was their availability. Growing up with two older brothers, we were always busy during the week and weekends with sports. Whether it was practice, a game, or even a tournament, there was always a 100% chance that they would both be in the stands cheering me and my brothers on. On another note, I myself have a very forgetful memory, and sometimes my parents wouldn't think twice before saying yes to help me out, even though it happens all the time. Whether I left my homework at home or locked my keys in my car or even ran out of gas, they're always there to lend a hand, and I'm forever thankful for that. There are also a countless number of life lessons that I've learned from my parents, but I just want to focus on a few for now. Something that my dad has taught me in life is that you have to work hard for something that you want. Whether it's working 14-hour days in the t-shirt shop or mowing half the neighborhood's lawn, my dad has always shown me how to be a hard worker, and that being a hard worker shows that you can care about something enough that'll steer you in the right direction. My mom, on the other hand, taught me a different life lesson, and that life lesson was communication is key. She taught me that the ins and out of how to form connections and how to communicate effectively when searching for a job. She taught me how to sound more professional in emails and how to follow up with someone after a meeting. Without her, I probably wouldn't even have the job I have today. Lastly, something both my parents have taught me in the years are the same thing all your parents have probably taught you as well, the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated, and it's just as simple as that. So, in conclusion, there are more things about my parents that I'm thankful for, but this speech would go on for a lot longer if I were to do so. Ever since I was a child, I was lucky to be able to experience all these adventures and learn all these life lessons. I'm glad you all are here to listen to why I'm so thankful for my parents. And I know when I have kids, I'll have that big storm coming, and I'll try to use those same tactics that they used on me and my brothers. Thank you, guys. Do you guys have any questions, audience? No? Okay, wave goodbye. Sweet.